Greetings, lover of fear here. Choices, it's all about the choices. I'm doing the dailies that I didn't get to for the 14th to the 15th. So these are going to be for the 13th to the 16th, starting with Virgo. And if I can get through them all to another one, I will. And just kind of catch up, maybe get ahead a little bit. So this is for Virgo for the 15th and 16th. These are general readings. These are the daily readings for what is going on with you. More clarifications. You can find more information in the description box below. I do individual readings. I also go live now on occasion on Facebook. And do 1 and 2 card readings. Get a lot of information. My first session went pretty well, I think. At least it's the feedback that I had. And for each session, one person will be chosen for a reading. These will not be overly frequent, but you will receive a free private reading. So just finished one of those up. I probably won't do another one till either end of October or November. So like a lot of people that first start going on YouTube and whatnot, I do have a day job. So all right, Virgo. I have not been getting a lot of information for these dailies so far, and even some of the bigger readings. The proposed routine, so if you're looking for something particular. Now, I will say a lot of people are looking for love readings. Here's the thing with love, though. If you do not love yourself first, then whatever relationships that you attempt to have, whatever kind of intimate connection you try to have, it is not likely to go very well. We tend to settle for less. We tend to settle for less than we actually deserve because we don't feel like we deserve the, our worth. I mean, we don't recognize it, so we don't pursue that. We accept something less. This music's a little too loud. I think that's better. And that's why when we don't love ourselves, value ourselves, have self-respect and self-worth, relationships tend not to work out so well. So I should do some general messages. I'm just still trying to figure out exactly my schedule, what my energy can handle. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll try to remember to do that for everyone. So moving on into Virgo energy. I have to pause my music for a moment. Virgo, I'm getting potentially, these are short readings, kind of a hermiting, waiting sort of energy. I feel like it's more of a, I think it's more intentional is how it feels. Like being alone, but not necessarily alone. And there, I mean, we're human beings. There may be, you know, times when there is a sentiment of loneliness, but it's more of a choice. I'm getting maybe like I'm torn between an Ace of Wands and a Two of Wands. And Hermit. We'll see what actually comes out. So we're going to look at the overall energy for Virgo, please, for the next 24 hours. Overall energy for Virgo for the next 24 hours. This is the 15th through the 16th, by the way. And then we're going to look at the recent past for Virgo. Recent past for Virgo. Present for Virgo, please. Present energy for Virgo, please. Interesting. Okay, potential future for Virgo, please. Potential future for Virgo. Immediate future. Next 24 hours for this situation. Ooh. And overall, whoa, that was, wow. Virgo, you guys have a lot to say. Overall, wow. All right. Okay, Virgo. Overall energy is the Lovers. I'll figure out what that's about as we go. Could be a couple things. Recent past. Four of Cups. Generally, Four of Cups is a rejection, a divine offering, something. I am not getting that here. I'm getting more like, it came out in reverse. In a normal Four of Cups, a reverse would be an acceptance of the divine offering rather than a rejection. In this case, I feel like it's the opposite. In reverse, it is a rejection of like having chosen the one that you want. So upright, he's very pleased with this selection. The other three cups are behind him. He's not interested in them. He's only interested in the one that he's got. So with it being in reverse, it could mean options. It could be that you've returned the one, put it back on the table instead, and walk away from the whole table. We'll kind of see. It's kind of how I feel like maybe it got put back on the table and all four cups were walked away from. Kind of like a mini Eight of Cups. Death card. Which death has to come before rebirth. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is usually a sign of being in love. Here, however, it's more like an offering, a worshiping kind of offering to the full moon. So you could be dealing with a water, and it's in reverse. So it's still kind of a withholding. I'm keeping them both for myself kind of thing. With all these cups, I do feel like this is a relationship. An intimate, lovers, kind of. Page of Cups, another Cups. Again, that is that same withholding. So what I'm getting for you, Virgo, is there may be someone in your field, in your energy, that is or was a love relationship, a love connection. And basically everything else is walking away. I'm keeping this to myself. I'm keeping my love for myself. I'm not offering it to anyone. I'm not sharing it with anyone, not even the divine. This is, I'm done with love. I don't know why, but this is, I am done with love. I give up. I quit. Death card. I just quit. And it's like even after the death card, there's opportunity, and they're still being, nope, I don't want to share my love. I don't want to give it. It may even be, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to acknowledge it. So I don't know what has occurred, but there is something, some kind of connection. Every card, other than the Lovers and the Death card, is a cup. So Virgo, you could be, you're obviously dealing with a water sign. And you're just done with it. And it could be temporary. It could be you're going within and, you know, giving all that love to yourself. But as far as offering it to anyone else, ain't happening. So, because the Four of Cups is typically about sorrow, I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting very much I'm done. I'm not picking anything. You know, that option, that opportunity was there. And you're like, nope. Not interested. You might have thought about it for a minute because you picked it up and looked at it and put it right back down and said, nope. So Virgo, pretty short and maybe not so sweet. Hopefully there's a good reason. Maybe you're doing some kind of inner healing, directing that love energy towards yourself instead of outwardly. There's some healing going on, discovering your authentic self, something along those lines. And since there are no clarifiers for the dailies, well, you know why you're done, at least for now. And I do hope that it's it for a positive. I don't feel like it's a bad thing, to be honest. The energy from it isn't I hate the idea. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels very matter of fact. So that would suggest to me, because it feels very matter of fact. It feels very intentional. Like I said at the beginning, that was the energy of it, like just very much on purpose. And the Hermit card didn't come out, but it's effectively the same thing. You've chosen to be and stay single. And it on purpose. So, you know, maybe there was somebody in your recent past that offered, that wanted to try something with you, and you're like, I'm not in the place, I'm not there, I'm not ready, and so I'm not investing or giving or sharing or offering. I mean, not even to the point of having the investment conversation, because there's just flat out no offer. Probably a flat out rejection, not even a mean rejection, just a, I'm not in that place. So, and if it is because you are doing some inner work and you don't feel like you have sufficient love for yourself, then that's the best reason of all. So I would have liked to have seen an Ace of Cups in there, but you know, maybe tomorrow we'll see more. Okay, Libra. Libras, I feel like you are getting some slammed with some heavy. Again, still, Libras have a hard time I'm seeing, feels like depression, maybe. I'm getting a visual of like an old well, you know, like this stuck in the ground, and kind of being, not necessarily at the bottom of it, but pretty far down in it. And it's dark. You can see the light, so it's almost like being in a tunnel. And you can see the light at the opening, but you don't know how to get there. And you're waiting for, and it feels like, yeah, Libra, it feels like you're waiting for somebody to throw a rope down, or a ladder, somebody to help you out of that. Okay, Libra, if that's correct, or for those whose energies I'm pulling right now, without the cards, yeah, it's pretty strong too. Libra, it sounds strange because it feels like very trapped, very stuck, very not just not being able to figure out how to get out of this deep hole, really. But there's nobody that can, I mean, I don't know how to say this, it's kind of harsh. There's nobody that can pull you out. There's nobody that can come and save you. If you're pacing and looking and waiting for somebody to show up and throw you a rope or throw you a ladder or what have you, Libra, I would suggest instead sitting down, taking a few deep breaths, meditating, and visualizing that the opening at the top. Focus on that. And it's not a future focus, it is very much a present moment focus. Visualize yourself being outside of that well. You know, turn your head up, look towards the light that is outside the sunshine, and you can visualize the ground around that opening and the grass and the trees, and that's what you visualize in the moment. Not how are you going to get out, not how are you going to climb out. Ooh, I'm channeling. Yeah, you need to, what the divine is telling me, spirit, whoever, whatever, is showing me is, that's an interesting visual. They're showing me you levitating kind of out of this well. I think the idea that I'm getting to go with it is that darkness, that stuckness is an illusion. It's an illusion that you are stuck. It's not that the darkness and the well and the depth don't actually exist within you. Oh, they're there, otherwise you wouldn't be hanging out near the bottom. What is an illusion is that you can't get yourself out. All you have to do, is what I'm being told, is to manifest it, to create the opportunity to be out, not to get out, to be out already. And the next time there is a method to it. And part of that methodology is faith and belief. And part of it is the belief that you deserve and that you are worthy of being outside of that space. That you deserve to be in the sunshine and in the grass and in the trees, with the trees and with the birds and the bunnies and whatever else you want to visualize. If you visualize, you know, bats and dragons, and which is fine. But being in that well within, that is not a deserve, it's not a, it feels like, it's almost like a self-punishment. You know, you're isolating yourself within in this dark emptiness. And you want someone to, this may be for someone specific, you want someone to come and save you because you want someone to show you that you're loved. You want someone to express, you want to see it. So maybe there's a few of you where you're really not feeling loved from those around you. And the thing is, if you aren't connected with it within, you're not going to recognize it from without. You're not going to access it. It's there. But it's in that sunlight and in the grass and the trees. So you have to want it. You have to believe in it. You have to know that that is the truth and the reality of what you are and what you deserve. And that's true for anyone. Anyone goes to that place, that is the truth, is that you deserve the freedom we all do. But you have to believe that. And it's not just thinking it, it's believing it. Thought, knowing in the head, in the mind, that's the first step. And then it's a little bit bigger of a step to get to the belief, where you know it so fully and so deeply that no situation, no person, no circumstance is going to shake that foundation of belief. It took a very strong foundation of belief to get you in that well, in that hole, in that darkness. So you have it in you to believe that strongly. Otherwise you wouldn't be there. So Libra, let's see what the cards have to say. That could be a message for a smaller group, a larger group. Could be for one person. Hard to say. It's a pretty strong message. It's a pretty important one. I may make that one a general message to everyone. Not just to Libra, because it's the truth. Anybody that gets into those depressed, dark spaces, that's how you get out of them. Okay, Libra. Whoa. I'm gonna leave that one out. I don't necessarily feel like that's the overall energy. It may be. But it's in reverse and I don't feel like that's really where you are. So we'll see what else that jives with. Overall energy for the next 24 hours for Libra, please. Overall energy for the next 24 hours. Thank you. Wow. Okay. And most recent past for Libra, please. Most recent past for Libra, please. Present for Libra. And there's the Hermit. Present energy for Libra, please, for the next 24 hours. Current energy for Libra for the next 24 hours, please. Wow. 3 major arcanas. Alright. Potential outcome in the next 24 hours for Libra, please, in this situation. Potential outcome. Whoa. Just dropped almost my entire deck. Another major arcana. Holy cow. You guys have some major transition going on. Wow. Libra, I do feel like this is going to be a matter of choice here because this is intense. This is all about endings. Major ending, and I do feel like it is very much within. Especially with the Hermit there. Alright, universe, what is the overall likely outcome for this situation? Overall likely outcome. Now I see where that goes. Got the 8 and then the 9 in reverse. Options. I don't always do bottom of the deck. I think in this case it may be relevant. So it's options. I feel like this is a choice. There may be a couple of choices that you could potentially make. This looks like a major crossroad to me. All right, so your overall energy. Chariot. A typical chariot has 2 horses, black and white. It's pretty balanced. It's very controlled. But you see there is a lot of power here. A lot of aggression, a lot of... It is fast movement, but it's almost like going to war. So this could be In fact, I think it is. I think it's a war within you with the Hermit upright. You know, and the Hermit isn't a true hermit. There's someone else there. Kind of, and he has kind of this haughty look. Like he's so proud of himself. So I don't necessarily feel like this is a solo journey. You could have another energy attached to you. On what is divinely guided to be a solo journey. Maybe you moved really quickly into it. I'm not sure yet. Universe. This is basically the World card, end of the deck. Divinely guided ending of some major cycle. Something is coming to a close that is huge. So, you know, and with major endings, there's usually a major transformation that occurs so that a new beginning, a brand new starting right back over with the 0 with the Fool card for a whole new adventure. So that's your present. I don't think it's going to happen in the next 24 hours, even though it's supposed to be a 24-hour reading. I think this is kind of an elongated period. I think this is a cycle that you are in the process of that's going to last substantially longer. But obviously lots of somebody's have to hear this message. This may be a big transformation for a lot of Libras. Been getting a lot of that, actually. Tower in reverse. I mean, this is ending city. This is a complete destruction of a foundation. You know, Tower upright is change, transformation, taking something down that no longer serves, getting rid of things that no longer serve. This is like major overhaul. This is a foundation of something significant to you just getting wiped out completely. And there's going to be a whole lot of discomfort in this, I feel like. And I feel like the overall energy, honestly, now. The Chariot, you have the Hermit walking towards the Chariot. And the Chariot's like quickly booking the other way. Same thing with the Universe. She's looking at him like, dude, it's time. And he's like, nope. I'm going that way, and I'm going as fast as I can. I would not recommend that. Maybe that's the reason this is occurring. Because when we do this, when you have divine guidance of this caliber and you're trying to escape it, oh, yeah, I don't recommend that. I've tried that a few times. Do not. Nope, not a good idea. Because then this actually does happen in some pretty nasty, unexpected, unanticipated ways. So if this is in the near future, I said for 24 hours, I don't think it's going to happen in the next 24 hours. I don't think the universe is going to want you to know when this is going to happen. So as a reader and as a channeler and as a vessel for the divine, this is not happening in the next 24 hours. They would not have it come through me to show up in the next 24 hours, but they are giving you another opportunity to change course and turn this boat around. So You have a choice. You definitely have a choice, Libras. Whoever is on this journey, because this is, somebody wants you to heal. You know, this is that loneliness right here. Even though it's not reverse, this is basically that, because there's a companion when there's not really supposed to be. Hermit is all about going within. A hermit, alone, solo. But there's another party attached, helping. That's your perception of rescuer. That's that person that you think is going to show up and throw the ladder down. Well, they're not supposed to show up. You are supposed to be doing this on trusting the divine, not avoiding and running away from it and trying to be in opposition of it. Because guess what? That's when this happens. That'll be fun. Trust me, what the divine has for you, whatever it is, you turn that boat around. Chariot. And do what you're guided to do, and do things the way you're guided to. You might avoid this. Still, this is what came earlier is a divine message that was channeling like I haven't done in a reading yet. So there is a group of Libras that are being given a warning. The Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands in the traditional tarot is about rapid movement. Nine of Wands is about victory. In this case, in this deck, this is more like preparing for an attack, a defense. A defense against the divine, maybe? Sure. You go ahead and try that. I would not recommend it, seriously. I've gone down that road. Trust me, you don't want to. So we have the 8, followed by the 9, which is in reverse. So you actually see he's getting pummeled with them and trying to kind of fight them all off, but it came out in reverse. So you might be, see this gentleman here, he's sort of leading and guiding. And you could be one of these guys back here. So you're willing to fight under duress, or, you know, be prepared to defend and move by command, or unless the command is the divine. You're not willing to fight for yourself. You fight for someone else, but you won't fight for you. That's some really misdirected energy. You know, I kind of feel like wands are fire energy. Rapid. Usually very fast. You know, which is really, the 9 of Wands is actually showing that in this card. There's a whole lot to defend yourself against really quickly. and you're gonna get tired after a while. Here, you're not. You're allowing whatever is being thrown at you to pummel you until somebody else comes along and tells you what to do. Or until there is someone else in your presence to show up for besides you. And I'm kind of feeling really that that's really what this reading is about. Very much that focus on what is outside of you rather than what is inside of you. And trying to run away from the guidance and the assistance and the support that is present, that is showing you the route, showing you how to get out of that well on your own. But instead of really paying attention to all this guidance, you're still just waiting for, you're avoiding it, running away from it. Nope, I'm going to do things my way. You know, but your way doesn't lead you to independent success or achievement. Kind of keeps you stuck in that well. So as long as you're in this energy, which is the overall, and this is the likely outcome, you're either going to be at someone else's mercy. You're going to be at someone else's mercies. What if in this Hermit card, Libra, you're not the Hermit. You're this dude. You're his pack mule. Which is kind of what this energy is. It's also kind of what this energy is. You're the little person at the back of the room. Or so you think. So you believe that's that well. And instead of becoming this person, you're trying to get away from it as fast as you can. This card, this isn't the world. This is a direct message. The universe. The universe is guiding you. And they are warning you, Libras, whoever is in this energy. Do not try to run away from the universe. This is a total of 6 cards. 4 of them are major arcana. So, Libras, you do have choice, sort of. If this energy doesn't turn around, the universe is going to intervene. Plain and simple. So you can do it on your own with the warning and the heads up. Or you can wait for this. So, and this might show up anyway, but, you know, having the tower upright rather than in reverse is a difference. You know, it's less violent. I've been through those towers. You don't want it. So, but it's up to you. you know, we do have free will. We do have that choice. We do have that ability. We can make those decisions. Just understand that when we do make those decisions, it does not absolve us of consequence. Good, bad, and different. So, there you go, Libra. Best of luck to you. That's a... Look, here's the thing. When you have that much divine guidance, though, when you have that much support, when you have that much encouragement, when you have that much working for your greatest and highest good, it may look like shit right now. It may feel like shit right now. But that's a hell of a lot of power and energy behind you, trying to move you into something beautiful. But you've got to get out of that space first. And that's what you're being guided to do. That beautiful waits on the other side of that light. So you got to get there. All right, Scorpio, you're up. And these are for the 15th through the 16th for the next 24 hours. Scorpio. See what you got going on, Scorpios. God, you late year people are getting some heavy stuff. It may have something to do with Mercury in retrograde. I kind of feel like you fallen winter signs are kind of going to get hit pretty hard this year. All right, let's see what we have come in for Scorpio. I love this music, but it is not good for focusing on anybody's energy. All right, Scorpio. Oh, what was that? Air. Air. Clear. It's like, seeing like a piece of plexiglass with a bunch of holes drilled in it. And it's big. It's pretty big. It's like a protective barrier of some kind. Can't tell if it's like some sort of institution. And really bright lights. Almost raw bulb, kind of bright. So maybe a hospital room. Hospital room, prison, something like that. Feels very contained. So yeah, it's air flow. I'm not getting like a person or people or relationship, or it kind of seems to have the always. Yeah, it's some kind of institution. It could be a mental institution. It feels like hospital-ish. Mental institution, maybe a nursing home. Very sterile. But there's a very heavy energy. It's like, it feels like sickness or death, like physical death. Scorpio, some of you, well, there's a lot of people there. Yeah, I think it's a nursing home. Or maybe several nursing homes. I don't know if this is for someone specific or if... So Scorpio, someone may have a loved one or family member in a nursing home that unfortunately one of the common places for COVID to show up. And it's very sterile. There's no, I'm not seeing any socializing. Hallways, sterile, bright, lit. And it's kind of got that ammonia smell to it, just very blah. Very institutional, very sterile is the only word I can come up with. And room. I think it's room 207. Maybe. It's hard to see in these sometimes, make things out. If someone's got a loved one, I think their door said 207. And that, or family member, not all family members are loved ones, unfortunately. But whoever has, and I don't know where, but 207 in a very sterile, dry, bright, it has almost a feel of a mental institution. Could be that too. Could be some combination of mental institution and nursing home. But I'm pretty sure the door said 207. Or maybe it was on the wall. And that person, they are getting ready to pass away. I can see them, their energy kind of fluctuating in and out of their body. So this may be for some specific, I'm sure it is for someone specific. with a relative, they are holding on purpose. Scorpio, I feel like they are coming through because they would like you to visit before they let go. And I do feel like they need to let go. It feels like it's being very exhausting and uncomfortable to stay put. And they are being called out of their body. It's time. But they want to see someone. It feels like maybe they haven't seen someone, at least in what they feel like has been quite some time. And they don't want to leave alone. They would like to have someone with them. I think they just want to say goodbye. I think they just want that last bit of contact before it's time to go. So it's a hard message to hear, I'm sure, for whoever it's for. I hope you do get it, so that the person that is asking for you to show up, you do, because they are asking for you, whoever you are, wherever you are. So, Scorpio, for the rest of the energies, back to music, something a little bit lighter, and I do hope that whoever that is for, you do make it to, I assume, 207. But again, it can be hard to read things. It could be 307, it could be 201. You know, things are kind of blurry when there's trouble like that. This is present. It is, I'm in the Midwest. So this is present. This is something that is going on in the moment. It is 2:04 a.m. on October 15th. I think it's the 15th. Thursday, 2:04 a.m. on October 15th. So this is something that's going on right now. This person that's in this room, I don't know much about nursing homes or institutions. I don't feel like they're going to be able to hang in there until morning. So as soon as you hear this message, if you hear this message, you might want to get to wherever they are. And I wish I had a name. I don't get names. It's all visual. All right. Whew. Let me grab onto some other Scorpios here, because that was an intense, specific, one-person message. The rest of the Scorpios that need to hear a general message for the next 24 hours. That is not about the person in 207. That was a direct message. So know the death card, okay? Well, except that's Scorpio energy. Yeah, that's kind of contradictory, isn't it? Alright, Scorpios. Overall energy for the next 24 hours. Besides, I'm asking them. Thank you. Really? Didn't we just have this conversation? Most recent past for, wow, Scorpio. Oh, Jesus. Really? Present moment for Scorpio. You guys need to... Next 24-hour, like a outcome in this situation. Like the outcome of this situation. I got 2 4s. The Tower in reverse. Both of them imply letting go. Now the 10 of Cups. Okay, overall likely outcome for this situation. I say 24 hours. What did I just say? No, I'm not taking those. You can bring them back up if they're actually supposed to be there. Much better. Thank you. Scorpio. Sorry. That was me arguing with the universe, what I just told Libra not to do. Well, this is pretty clear cut, Scorpio. Overall energy is a 4 of coins. 4 of coins is holding on to something in traditional tarot. In this one, it's like a... There is a holding on to it, but it's more balanced. But it came out in reverse. So it may be an imbalance holding on to something that doesn't want to be held on to. Or you could be giving attention to something that is external. It could be work. It could be a project. It could be anything, but there's an imbalance holding on to it. You may be just giving it too much time, too much attention. It is something outside in the material world, probably ego-based. Is that necessarily bad ego, like pride ego? Or is it ego like, hey, this is a really good thing I'm doing, but it's detracting from yourself? Who knows? We'll see what the cards have to say. Tower in reverse. Well, apparently whatever that is you're holding on to is going away. Like, from the roots on down, kind of going away. Yeah, the 4 of Cups, which is usually a sorrow card. But with this deck, it's more like having picked something. So you can see the 3 cups sitting on the back behind him. He's not paying any attention. He's picked one. And he's pretty smug about the one he picks. He's pretty sure he's got the best one. Which then leads to the 10 of Cups, which is normally ultimate happiness in love. However, in this particular, this is one of the strangest decks I own. In this particular one, this guy looks careless. Most 10 of Cups have a family showing up, or some kind of joy and happiness, and in emotions, in a love type of situation. Because cups are emotions, love. 10 of Cups is the ultimate abundant love. But he's being pretty dicey with those. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he's going to drop all 10. So for me, in this deck, this is not a very sincere 10 of Cups. It's not very genuine, because you're not going to take that kind of chance with something that you are so invested in. You're not going to be so careless with it. Let me show you what a traditional Rider-Waite 10 of Cups looks like. I mean, it's got rainbows, it's got a family, I mean, that really carries more of the energy and spirit that a typical 10 of Cups does. And it's very stable. It's happy. It is fulfilled. So here's a Rider-Waite 10 of Cups. You know, you've got a couple here, you've got a couple children, you've got the rainbow and the blue sky, and off in the distance you have this, you know, farmland home with a lake. I mean, it's just idyllic, right? And then this 10 of Cups comes in. No family, no rainbow, no, you know, white picket fence home with a couple kids. Nope. He's tossing those bad boys around like he's in a circus. And how long can you sustain that? So, not really feeling like that's a true, genuine 10 of Cups. Just saying. And then we have the Justice card, which is the overall likely outcome. Justice is like karma. It is a rebalancing of something that was out of balance. Just like it sounds. So to have that overall Justice card with the Tower card in reverse, that's some pretty heavy-duty karma. So it may be very much that you're putting your attention, direction, focus someplace outside of you that it's not supposed to be, and universe, the divine, is saying, yeah, no. You don't get to put the focus outside of you, and probably there's going to be, so this is recent past energy, but I don't feel like this is done yet, because it kind of looks like maybe you haven't really gotten a lesson. Present energies is you've chosen one of something. Could be, you know, Cups, it usually implies something emotional. It could be an emotion. It could be an attachment. It could be an attachment to a job. It could be, you know, attachment to yourself. It could be you're selecting something within you. But whatever it is, it could be a relationship, it could be a marriage, it could be a school, it could be literally anything that you are emotionally connected to that feels important to you, but not really. You give the pretense by selecting it, by choosing that, and only that out of the options available. And bottom of the deck was options, by the way. 7 of Cups. You can pick any one of them. So take that energy with this, and you've pretty much nailed it. So you have these options back here, or had them. You chose your one, but you're not being really, you're not actually all that into it. Or you're not taking it that seriously, or you're not treating it, with this energy. You're treating it with this very careless kind of blasé sort of energy, and doing it pretty gleefully. There's a bit of pride in there. You know, check me out, check out what I can do. I can take my 10 of Cups. I can take this energy and treat it like this, and guess what? Still have this energy. I wouldn't necessarily count on that, Scorpio. So for any Scorpios that are, you know, that have chosen something recently, it may not have been in the last 24 hours because some of these are coming out as being quite a bit longer term. When the Tower comes out, this is not going to be a overnight situation. It could be. I'm kind of feeling like it might be a little bit bigger. But whatever it is that you've chosen, that you are attached to, connected to, like I said, it can be anything. The only reason I think it might be something relationship-wise is because of the cups. So it doesn't make it so. So, you know, Scorpio can be with yourself. Cups is a water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Maybe this has to do with another Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I don't really feel like that, though. Could be. Pentacles are earth signs. So that could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. See, I don't know any Capricorns or Sagittarius, so I always get those kind of lost and confused. But, you know, so this could be an earth sign. This could be a water sign. Maybe, you know, this is an earth sign that you've held on to, haven't appreciated, haven't valued, and this is what you're doing to both the earth sign and the water sign. Maybe it's just what you're doing to the earth sign. Maybe it's just what you're doing to the water sign. Maybe it's neither. Maybe this is something you're doing to yourself, because Scorpio, water sign. But whatever it is, and karma's a bitch, and she's coming for you. So, kind of came out for Libra too. I told you guys, it feels like these fall and winter zodiacs are going to get the smack down. Why, I don't know. So, Scorpio, you have a choice, obviously. You know, you know what your situation is. You know what resonates and what doesn't. You know the particulars of your circumstance, and roles could be reversed. Maybe someone else is doing that to you, and this is for them. Maybe another situation, maybe work is treating you like you're disposable. But either way, that situation is going to not have much option but to change, because when Justice card comes into play, dues are going to get paid one way or another. So whether that's for you or about you, will it be tomorrow, or today, the 15th, or the 16th? Maybe. You'll know better than I do. But regardless, 207, it's kind of important too. Maybe that's your 10 of Cups. Maybe that person that's waiting for you is your 10 of Cups person. And if that's the case, don't be careless. Because the justice might be you run out of time. Because you didn't value and appreciate what was there. So, yeah, I hope that's not the case. Let me know. Sagittarius. see how you guys are doing, Sagittarius. Maybe you'll bring something a little lighter to the table. Because I'll tell you, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio both have gotten hit hard. I'm feeling something different for you, Sagittarius. New Witch's Tarot. Sagittarius. Really being pretty specific. Sagittarius for the next 24 hours, October 15th to the 16th, next 24 hours for Sagittarius. Sage from the One of Swords, which is illusions. Alright, Sagittarius, let's see what comes through for you guys, if anything. Saggies. Oh, I'm getting some childish energy. And I don't mean like immature, I mean like actual childish, playful. It might be there is something involved, someone that has a child. It feels like a literal child. Young. 6, 7, somewhere in there. I don't know why they're coming through. Oh. Hold on, Sagittarius. Okay. Wow. Alright, for... Pardon me, guys. Communication is difficult, apparently. So this is a message that may, if it gets heard, I'm going to turn this off because this is not an appropriate sound for this message. I am very sorry, Sagittarius. I am getting something from a child of about that age, 6, 7 years old, who has recently passed away. But they still have a lot of energy. I feel like it's a boy. He's a boy. Maybe had an initial nickname. I don't typically get names. I really don't. So take this with a grain of salt. I'm not impervious to ego imaginings. But I'm getting TJ. If that resonates for anyone. And if not, that's fine. Dark hair. Dark, short hair. I'm getting sunshine, so maybe it was someplace that had that tended to be warm all year round. So maybe someplace, if in the U.S., maybe someone in Florida or California or Texas, someplace that apparently had feels like a lot of sunshine most of the year. And he misses his mommy. And I know that's got to be just heartbreaking to hear. He's fine. He's not like emotionally distraught, just missing. Misses seeing you, hugging you. I'm getting, there is a particular place right on your chin line, Mom. Whoever Mom might be. Kind of right in the middle of your jawline. But right on the bone. Or somewhere there. He'd love to just kind of reach his neck up and give you a peck right there. In the middle of your jawline. And he misses that. And he misses you. And he is okay. He misses you a lot. Mom. He misses... what else? His toys. He misses his toys. He's trying to show me, but I don't know that his energy's strong enough. And I'm seeing him in like blue jean overalls and a white t-shirt. And barefoot. And dirty. Like kind of a wild child. Like to be outside. And I feel like he may have had like a favorite truck, like a big one, you know, like a Tonka dump truck kind of thing, or something like that. He misses that too. Leave it to a child. And it's mostly Mom. He had a very special connection with his mom. And it's not that others close aren't missed and loved too. It's just that special mother-son bond. And he felt that too. He says he's sorry. I don't know what for I'm sorry, but he says... I'm getting a message that he feels like this is his fault. Like, he did something bad. And he doesn't like to see Mommy cry. He wants Mommy to know he's okay. He misses her, but he's not like in great distress or anything like that. And he loves you so much. And he really wants you to know that, Mom. I feel like he's not saying it, but I feel like he's tried to connect with you a few times. Maybe in dreams, or when you were really tired and you thought you saw him, and there was nothing there. It was him. So he has tried to connect with you. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm gonna need a moment and then I will return for the rest of your reading. Whoever that message was for, please, there might be more, so if you get it, message me directly, please. And I will be back momentarily for the rest of Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, sorry. So, got a little bit more from TJ. He also gave me the name Andrew. And again, I don't usually get names. So he's still very close. And so if you get this message, he said there was a truck involved. A vehicle, anyway, some kind of vehicle. Big. I was seeing, he was showing me trucks. And he's worried about you blaming yourself or blaming him. And he wants you to stop crying and start listening. He's going to try and visit again. And he said, he wants you to stop crying and go within and quiet your mind, and I'll try to come. You can actually connect. So and just he really does love you and misses you. He wants to see you, of course. It's a very heavy sounding message, but his energy is still very youthful and playful. But if he stays too long, it's going to burn him. And right now he's staying for you now. He wants to wait for you, but he can't. So it's getting close to time for him to move on, where he won't be so close. So whoever that's for, he is still nearby. And those times that you thought you saw him or felt him or heard him, you did. So I hope that helps a little bit. And yeah, just got his energy came through very, very strongly emotionally. So needed a minute to compose myself. That one I haven't gotten before. And I told him he could talk through me anytime he needs to. So, Sagittarius, whoever you are, Mom, stay tuned. He might have more messages for you. So, on to the rest of the Sagittarius collective. And TJ, Andrew, Andrew might be middle name for him. Not sure. He just said to tell you, Andrew. And for the rest of Sagittarius, we're going to go back to music. I do apologize to the rest of the group, collective, for the delay. But something like that goes through and comes through and kind of takes priority. For another collective, same kind of a pond or pool of water, Sagittarius. Not real sure. It felt like outside, maybe a small pond kind of thing. I have no idea what the relevance is. Could be near where you live, confirmation. It could be something in your area, it could be a park. It almost feels like it's on the private property kind of thing. So maybe several Sagittarius have property that has a small pond kind of thing, or I have no idea. Guess we'll see what comes out in the cards. It just felt very cool and calm. Not cold, not frozen, not warm. Just cool and cooling temperature. Soothing kind of cool, not cold. Alright, Sagittarius. Overall energy. Wow. Okay. We're going to try this again. I feel like another shuffle may be needed after all that. I mean, somebody might be interfering. Let's try that again, Sagittarius. Without interference this time. Alright, overall energy for Sagittarius for the rest of the energetic collective. Alright, recent past. Present. Sagittarius present. Energy, please, for the next 24 hours. And potential future energy. Potential 24-hour outcome for Sagittarius. And potential overall outcome for this entire situation. Potential overall outcome. Sagittarius, potential overall outcome. Alright, so Sagittarius. So there's water energy and there's fire energy and a little bit of earth energy. Sun card in reverse, happiest card in the deck. That is Leo specifically. King of Cups is specifically Scorpio. And the Chariot is specifically Cancer, but we have another Wands, which is fire energy. And Three of Pentacles, which is earth energy. So you pretty much have all the signs here other than air. Got 2 major arcana. So King of Cups, upright, is usually somebody who rules with compassion, not imbalanced with thought. It's a rational, logical, but very compassionate, gentle, not a pushover, somebody that knows themselves is well connected within, knows their emotional body as a masculine energy, very intuitive and controlled. That's why the Scorpio energy. So, you know, just think of what a Scorpio male might be like, and then reverse him. So it could be somebody that's very selfish, self-serving, egotistical, and wanting their emotional ego boosted. May use the concept, ideals of love and compassion and empathy. They may be false, but they may be using it to manipulate. I'm not saying they are, just could be. Somebody that's pretty disconnected emotionally, detached, probably isn't very well aware of their own emotions. Generally, the Sun in reverse is happiness, just not as happy as happy could be. We'll see what that energy comes out as, which would make sense with the King of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands is a messenger. Somebody coming in quickly with news of some event, some occurrence, some plan. It's before the night, which is movement in its action. This is more the development of the message. So it could be something guided. It could be coming from someone. It could be coming from within. How did that suddenly get louder than it was? Youthful, young, energy. Obviously, the Sun is also very youthful, young energy, so you could be dealing with somebody that is emotionally immature, emotionally undeveloped. So you start with the King, and you start at this happiness level. Maybe falsely grounded, a false foundation or a weak foundation, an emotionally weak, imbalanced foundation. So you can't actually have happiness, genuine, true inner happiness, if you are imbalanced because of a disconnect with your emotions. We need all of our attributes to gain balance. So if there is a denial, refusal, rejection, disconnect, anything like that that's going to dull and dim our emotional body, then obviously happiness is an emotion. It's not a state of being. Gratitude is a state of being. Happiness is not. It's an experience. It's a moment, just like pain. They come and go. But this isn't as happy as one has the option of being. So that's in the recent past. I feel like this is kind of the framework of the rest of it, which, you know, obviously, I mean, it's the overall, it would be, but these two in particular, not just the King of Cups in reverse, it's also the Sun in reverse. That is kind of the structure. And there's this, hey, I'm going to look over here and talk about this. It could be somebody that's watching you. It could be looking at something else, paying attention to something else, getting ideas about something else, communicating in reference to something else. It's a, hey, I'm still going to be 12 years old and ignore these, because it's, you know, grown-up stuff. So somebody that might be playful, silly, goofy, Three of Pentacles. Usually it's a partnership, collaboration. In this case, it's not. Somebody working by themselves. They're working hard. They're learning. Sometimes the Three of Pentacles can be third party, but not with this deck. This deck is more like I'm working towards something. It's more I'm building my material future. I am studying, I am learning, I am focusing on this. This is what I want. And this is the way I'm going to get it. Doesn't look like he's having much fun either. He's not really enjoying life. Not very, and he's alone. He's got a cat, which is great, but he's by himself. And all these masculines are, actually. All these male figures, all of them are male, so this has got to be a masculine energy. So since it tends to be women that, feminines that tend to watch, I don't want to say women, feminine energies, that tend to watch this. I mean, we have the adult male who is, you know, when they do experience happiness, they're like a little kid, little kid. And they may be somewhat juvenile in their communication style and what they have to say to you or to anyone about anything. Just silly. And here we have an older adolescent. So we have a progression here in age from the Sun, past, present, future. So this person may be maturing. And they may be trying to hold on to this youthful energy. Maybe they don't want the responsibility of, you know, adulting. So they get silly. And there is a time when there will be a time when it's time to sit down and work and start growing up. To get out of this energy and into this one. To get out of this energy and into this one. Since they're there, the potential is there, is present. But this isn't where they are right now. Right now, in the present, this is where they're at. Which is right in the middle of happiness and abundance. And yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to daydream about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell everybody my great ideas. And then I'm going to make a decision to get to work. Oh, but you're not. You're going to come to a dead stop. There's no passion in it. Without this guy being upright, there's no passion in it. There's no passion in much of anything. This is the overall outcome of this situation. And if there's no passion for it, then these two cards, it's going to be a while before they turn around. This energy here needs to be paired more like this or like this. Get to work, yeah, definitely here. With the King of Cups and work towards getting connected with the self. With your higher sense of authentic desire. And I think that's kind of the problem, because if there's no passion, if there's stagnancy in your emotions, there's going to be no passion. And this is the maximum joy and bliss that you have the potential to experience. But in truth, you can hit the maximum, but you need all your compasses working. You know, and all three of these are juvenile energies. Someone emotionally undeveloped and immature. You know, they may be very mature and very focused and very direct as long as it's involving the pentacles. But when it comes to their emotions, they ain't having it. You know, and it's not just a turning away rejection, it is, it's just not going anywhere. And you might work towards something in order to get your pentacles, but it's not going to change this. You can't reach that ultimate happiness just by this energy alone. And I feel like this is going to be my priority. This is going to be my decision. He's turned away from the emotional, turned toward the material. I don't want to look at that, and I don't want to pay attention to it. And, you know, you may get to this point of Pentacles. You know, this may not be the overall energy for Pentacles. But how are you going to ever love your life if this is all you get out of it? When what you could have is this. I mean, which one do you really want? Do you think? And the potential's there. The question is, are you going to make the choice to turn that upright? That's the only thing stopping you. So it's completely up to you, Sagittarius, for the rest of you. Not for the mom that was getting a message. It's a different situation. And you know what's really ironic? Externally, this person is going to feel a lot of sadness, sorrow, depression, but chances are they're going to mask it. They're going to mask it. They're going to look at other things and pretend like this is enough. That all they need to do is keep working towards that and everything will be fine. Fine, sure, if you're okay with settling for fine, when you can be the happiest you can possibly be. You know, choices. Yeah, I very much get this is a fear energy. This is a fear of facing whatever is stopping you from turning around. This is the fear of moving into whatever it's going to take. And if it's the emotions, there's probably an emotional block. Something you really don't want to look at, something you don't want to experience, something you don't want to feel. That part could apply to you. But when we feel, if it's a negative, what strikes us as a negative emotion, if it hurts, if it causes pain, purging it, letting it loose, letting it be experienced so it can be released. That's what gets us out of these blocks. So, Sagittarius, it's up to you what you want to do. You know, you do have choice here. You do have, it's not a comfortable one at all. You know, trying to turn this energy around. It's kind of stinky. But again, you have choice. This was there in reverse. But which one do you actually want? So you can change this outcome and have it and go back to this desire and turn it right side up, because it was upside down. Turn it right side up and get your true happiness authentically. So Sagittarius, that's your reading for 15th to 16th. I hope that helps. When I do the next round, I'm going to try and get everyone in, which will be in a few hours. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and please do, if this resonates, like, subscribe, hit the bell, get reminders. I am trying to do these daily. We'll see how it goes. If there's another adjustment, it's just because I'm over-exhausting the energy for where I'm at right now. So, but I do enjoy them. They do help me balance. So it is of mutual benefit. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. And the next time I go to Facebook Live, I hope to see some of you there. Just take it easy. Have a blessed day.